So, why do you actually feel guilty when you're actually enjoying your life as a PhD, as a researcher? This is a common thing that we all go through. In fact, it's like a general implicit norm not to talk about your life in the whole research game. And if you do, it's real taboo to actually talk about it because you're somehow, I don't know, you're considered, you're not good enough, you're not serious. Why are you spending so much time doing life stuff compared to work stuff? I deeply see this, like, the people that internalize the whole game, they have this s- they have this deeply strong emotion that you're not serious if you are taking weekends off, if you are working throughout if you're not working throughout the summer, you're, like, you're a joke. Like, all of these things is fascinating. Why we feel guilty to actually take time off and enjoy your life and to do things like, at least for me, I have kids, like spend time with my kids and family. Um, maybe you don't have kids and you're thinking about just spending time and going on vacation or just, watching a movie or something like that. You just feel this tremendous amount of guilt all of the time. And I was thinking about it. I think, at least for me, there's not a real good explanation for it. I think, from the individual level, from the micro level, it may be your desire to want to be liked that is deeply driving this. That if you're not taking time away, or if you're taking time away, then you're considered no good. And so then, you know, by de facto, if you're not considered no good, nobody's gonna like you, right? From this sort of psychological perspective. But I think the big thing is, the more important thing is, why has the culture evolved in this? I don't think it's like a single institution's fault at all. I don't think, you know, an institution has this particular issue. I think it's very, very generalized in that it's crossed all of the academic game. And I think there's pockets of institutions that say it's okay to take breaks and to have, life, but those are very, very rare and very weird. Um, for the most part, it's internalized and really just takes one or two people that propagate that in a department, in an institution, that really change the game. And I think, my the most profound, and it's really bizarre to me because the most profound insights I've ever gotten never really were in front of my computer, or in front of my desk or whatnot. I think that's like there's what I what I was always told is that it's like shoveling shit. Basically, there's work that needs to be done, but the most profound insights was always when I went for a walk. Um, Always after I took a pause. Um, After that there was something where I stopped, and this is true. This has happened so many times. It's like it's just routine to me now. Um, But it's fascinating, right? It's that sort of pushing very hard for a little bit and taking a break, letting your mind relax, and all of a sudden, like, I don't know what the hell happens. I don't think there's a good explanation. I remember reviewing a paper many, many years ago trying to explain what this was going on with this. It wasn't well explained, even in that situation. Like how is it that the best insight always comes at the sort of eureka moments where you're in the shower or you're walking away? It's not well explained, but it does happen. So, the argument that that has nothing to do with productivity is just bogus. Um, it's just flat out bogus. And I remember, even very recently, I went for a walk with a colleague. And it was a long walk. It was extraordinarily productive. It was extraordinarily profound. Um, all of this, okay. So what I'm getting at is that the underlying logic doesn't hold up. That you should feel guilt, but we do, right? And there is often this pressure to feel this guilt. And I think, at least for me, ultimate best thing is to just repeatedly remind yourself in your mind to take um that you're loved no matter what, right? Like I think reminding yourself with that, because I'm probably just like many people, I have this sort of insecurity that you know nobody loves me, nobody likes me, that kind of stuff. I think is very, very human nature. Um, or maybe I'm the one weird one. I don't know. But if you remind yourself and you wake up and you think, man, I'm doing okay no matter what. I've got my small pocket of friends and family that I think, okay. So maybe my friends' family don't like me, don't love me. I'm pretty sure my dogs do. And even if they're just using me for food and they're happy to see me because of my food, there's food, well, then at least I'm living, right? At least I'm able to breathe at this moment. At least, and even then, right? Like if I'm past, at least I get to spend time with whatever, right? Like maybe it's the creator for some people, maybe not for others, but at least I get to enjoy all of that. What I'm getting at is really taking a step back and saying, what is it that we're really doing here? That guilt that you feel is not, there's no substance to it. Ultimately, with what we actually do. And um, on top of it, there's a lot of reasons to be grateful with everything around you. Right? I think taking that step back and just really thinking about that is that, letting that warm feeling right now kind of wash over you that, yeah, I should be grateful at this moment, and that's good. And listening to just the external sounds, feeling these moments. I think taking that pause and thinking about that, I think is healthy. And I think it'd be helpful for you to take that pause and say there's no reason for you to feel guilty in any sort of way. You're doing what you can do. And taking time off to go do good things is just wonderful. And if other people don't like that, screw them. Seriously, really internalize that as you go about doing your thing. All right. Take care. Have a wonderful day.